And my first reaction was, this is not for something that is in my wheelhouse. But then I just felt a sense from God saying that I needed to knock on that door. And it still emotionally strikes me as just being unbelievable. Hello, I'm Doug. I'm a father, I'm a husband, I'm a grandfather, I'm a chemist, I'm an entrepreneur, and I'm a follower of Christ. On that particular Saturday, it was probably about 4 pastors that went with me on outreach, and our outreach was just to go to an apartment complex. And at the apartment complex, as I recall, we're handing out batteries for their smoke alarms. I basically gave them just a couple things to say that when we knocked on a door, you were just going to hand a battery to someone, and you were just going to tell that person that you were showing them God's love on that particular day. And of course, the pastors just are having a hard time getting their hands and their arms around this. It's like they're thinking, we should be going out, serving food to the needy, handing out clothes. We should be in prayer with people at a nursing home, and et cetera, but why are we doing batteries? Of course, I'm sitting there, I'm somewhat, have a certain degree of anxiety, because I'm just wondering, how do I handle this with these guys? And I should have known up front that God was in charge from the very moment that we started driving to this apartment complex. So we're proceeding to go up these stairs, and about the first door we come to, I hear arguing going on behind the door. And I hear 2 people just going back and forth, arguing incessantly. And my first reaction was, move on. This is not for something that is in my wheelhouse. But then I just felt a sense from God saying that I needed to knock on that door. And so we knocked on the door, we walked inside. There was a table in the center of the apartment. There was a man on one side of the table standing, a wife on the other, and they just were looking at us. And the pastors walk in, and we ask, basically, off script, what's happening? And the wife starts talking to us and tells us that they had lost their baby the night before. And the husband was arguing that God wasn't there. She was arguing that God is there and always there. And it still emotionally strikes me as just being unbelievable that God brings 4 pastors into a room to soothe these people, to let the man know that God is there. And we then had I can't recall all the discussion, but we were there for a while. It's what I've learned to be a Kairos moment. A Kairos moment is a moment when God appears. It's when the supreme leader appears in your life. So when you sense a prompt from God, when God is talking to you, listen. And after you listen, then you have the choice to do nothing or to take action. Most likely God wants you to be a person of action. At that point in time, my calling to you is go out and act. Be a person of action. God wants you to be doing something in your life for someone else's life.